Konnichiwa, everyone. Here I am in beautiful, scenic Japan. Isn't it amazing? Is what I would say if Japan had opened by now. I just bought a green screen. See? Japan, if you're watching this, please, open. As a lot of you probably already know, Japan has not opened to international tourism again yet. They did do a little bit of a tour group experimental kind of opening, but it wasn't anything that would permit me and my friends to go back to Japan, because we really are, as soon as they open, planning on visiting, but we have no idea when that's gonna be. This time that I haven't been able to travel to Japan has given me an opportunity to truly reflect upon why I love Japan so much. And there's a lot of things, of course, on that list, but one of the things that rises to the top of the list is definitely Japanese convenience stores. It goes without saying that I love Japanese convenience stores, or konbini for those who are familiar with the Japanese language. I love them so much that when I lived in Japan, I would go once, twice, sometimes even 3 times a day.
Another one.
It got to a point where the ladies who worked at the 7-Eleven by my apartment knew my name and knew my order. 2 glorious golden American dogs. Going to the konbini became a warm and welcoming hug that I leaned on time and time again for physical and, dare I say, spiritual nourishment. There's a magic that exists in the enchanting realm of the Japanese convenience store that I've yet to find anywhere else. Whether you're a konbini connoisseur like myself, or have only heard the legends about these amazing places, take my hands and let's go on a journey to discover the magic of Japanese convenience stores. Let me ask you a question. What do you think the first sound you will hear when you arrive at Heaven's Gates is? I think it sounds a little something like this. Instead of an obnoxious bell or a loud beep when you enter the store, you're greeted with a lovely chime, almost whispering and inviting you to come partake of a karage bowl. As you walk in, you notice how clean the store is. No grime on the floor, no sticky stuff dripping to your shoes, no mysterious smells. Shelves are organized and plentiful, stacked on top of neat and organized rows. Place for everything in its place, if you will. Even the bathrooms, which, trust me, if you travel to Japan, you will be using a number of times, are squeaky clean, and for the most part, depending on where you are, have totos, the bidets, for maximum freshness. Now, if we compare Japanese convenience stores to their American counterpart, we start to see the lack of attention to detail and cleanliness that is so apparent in Japan. No offense to America the Beautiful, but our gas stations, the closest thing we have to konbini, are not exactly clean. I can confidently say that anyone from the States has had at least one experience with a grubby gas station. This contrast only adds to the beauty and magic of konbinis, because as an American, I'm not used to that level of quality and cleanliness when I think of gas stations or convenience stores. This difference in quality I like to refer to as the konbini contrast factor, or CCF. This CCF is just the difference between what I'm used to and what I experience when I go to the Japanese convenience stores. CCF becomes very apparent when we take a step into the food realm. I love food. Nobody loves food more than me. I even have this certificate to prove it. Like most people, I'm especially fond of high quality, great tasting, and reasonably priced food. So imagine the joy that erupted in my heart every time I tried and loved a new meal from 7-Eleven or Family Mart or even Lawson. These konbinis don't just offer light snacks. They offer full-on meals as well as everything in between. My personal favorite was the karage with sesame seed rice. Simple meal, but I'm a simple man. If I could get a final count on the amount of times I had this karage plate for lunch, I probably wouldn't even want to see it, in fear of the shame that I would feel for the amount of money I spent every day on these little lunches. There's something genuinely delicious for every kind of eater at the konbini. Oh, you like seafood? Boom, onigiri. Boom, tuna roll. Boom, spicy cod roe on rice. What's that? You don't like sushi? You want something a little more familiar to your palate? Okay, nerd. Boom. Delicious, fluffy sandwiches with bread that has no crust. I'm talking ham and cheese, tuna mayonnaise, egg salad, and a dozen other varieties. And I haven't even mentioned the holy of holies, the glass display case by the register in front. Many think it's in the display case to keep it warm, but I know that's not the case. It's in there for the same reason the Declaration of Independence is behind bulletproof glass, to protect it from the unwashed masses. If you want any of these tasty items, karagebon, American dog, hot dog on a stick, you must request it yourself from the convenience store ladies, the guardians of the keep, if you will. I had American dog for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, it seemed. It got to a point that when I left Japan and I went to go see the convenience store ladies, they tried to teach me how to make them. They use waffle batter, by the way. And don't even get me started on the desserts. Ice cream, cake, taiyaki, mochi, pudding. Any delicious dessert that you can think of, they've got it. Point is, I could go on and on about how amazing the food is. And that's only the food that I mentioned in this video. There's a whole bakery section I didn't talk about. There's a whole frozen treat section with dozens of different ice creams that I, of course, tried each and every single one of them. But right now, I want to revisit the CCF, Konbini Contrast Factor. How does it apply when talking about food? Let's find out. Besides a few exceptions like QT, bless its heart, there's not a lot of good gas station food or gas station food that I would even trust putting into my body. Let me just show you a couple of examples. Again, no offense to America, we just don't do gas station food as well as Japan does. Some of you may be thinking to yourselves, well Sam, if you ate at the konbini so much, 3 times a day as you said, and I quote, then didn't you get tired of the food? And my answer to you is no, and don't you ever blaspheme like that again. It's time for us to delve into the factor of variety. Ben & Jerry Nikes, Post Malone Crocs, Simpson Adidas, and Crayola Vans. Why have I listed these things off for you? These are examples of collaborations, when popular brands collaborate with other celebrities or franchises to bring a new exciting product to their audience. In my opinion, these collaborations keep things exciting. When new Nikes drop, everyone's super excited because it's a new thing. They haven't seen it before. It's not just a different color, it's not just a different style, it's a whole new thing. So why have I switched over to talking about Nikes in my convenience store video? Well, it's because Japanese konbinis do the exact same thing. Genius collaborations to keep me coming back for more and more. During my time in Japan, I saw Super Mario, Demon Slayer, One Piece, Evangelion, and Animal Crossing, just to name a few. And it really does keep things exciting. When I go to the konbini and I see a big sign outside that says new Demon Slayer ice cream, of course I'm gonna be excited. So now you know what time it is. CCF. When I go to the gas station here in America, I know 100% what's gonna be there when I get there. Japan just does a better job at providing new and exciting product for the people who are coming consistently to the convenience stores for meals or for whatever it is. I don't have much left to say about Japanese convenience stores. I've talked about the wonderful food, the atmosphere, the variety, and I hope today, if you have never visited a Japanese convenience store, that you felt a piece of the magic just through hearing my personal testimony about it. Obviously, I can't go to Japan right now, so I've been trying to think of different video ideas. I thought it might be fun to do a video essay type thing, and I had a lot of fun making this video and writing the script and everything. If you'd like to see more of these types of videos, please let me know. I'd love to make them. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and let's all hope together that Japan opens soon. See you guys later.